So this evening, I want to welcome everybody, and it is nicer when we're in the auditorium and/or gym in the future. But right now, this is what we're doing, and I want to take an opportunity to thank everybody for all the hard work that they've done over the past year or so with everything that we do. A lot of flexibility from a lot of people, and we just seem to roll with it. And just when you think it's getting good, it doesn't. So we're used to it, and I think you guys have gotten really good with it. And so tonight's presentation, we're going to start with our what was it called? Reflections winners. Sorry. And reflections. And we're going to briefly go over that. And so if you will, Ms. Brewer, you want to introduce it?
Sure. So we have the PowerPoint, if we can pull that up. Okay.
Is it showing now?
Not yet. It's the your first slide, maybe.
My first slide, yeah.
Yeah, just that entry, yeah.
Whoops, and then I'll go to the next one.
Here we go.
And it may start automatically playing music, so
okay. Sorry. Well, we'll go fast. So this is the Reflections Awards for the Bert Lynn Middle School. This was our 2021 and 2022, and it was I Will Change the World By. So our next slide. So it'll say, we're here to recognize our winners from this year's contest. Reflections is a national PTA program that encourages all students to pursue artistic expression through participation in its annual Reflections program. So students are encouraged to create and submit works of art in 6 categories: the dance, the film, production, literature, music, composition, photography, and visual arts. And our next slide, we had 38 entries this year that covered all 6 categories. We had our 6 award of excellent winners at the school level, went on to council, with 4 of them placing there, and 2 of those went on to district. And the following slides are the names of our winners, along with their artist statement that describes their work and how it relates to this year's theme, I Will Change the World By. So we can start the slideshow.
Yeah, now the music should start again.
Okay.
Thank you. moves.
And that is all our winners. And thank you to everyone who participated this year. I don't have the theme for next year yet, but we will get that out as soon as we get it.
Yeah. Woo! All right. So hopefully we're on Honorary Services Awards. I'm going to be doing a little bit of background. I have a little bit of work in the background. I got one presenter that I don't see right now that I'm going to try to find as we start this. And so to everybody, again, we have so many people in our community that we should be thanking, and we can't thank everybody, but this was a community got together. We had nominations from our community, and we felt this was a pretty good representation of some of the people that are doing so much for all of our kids. And again, the last couple of years, I think everybody has done an awesome job, especially our staff and our faculty working together with the kids. The kids have been amazing. This is a historic period of time, one that we all like to think once we're past it, we'll be able to say, you thought you had it bad. You know, hopefully this is as challenging as it gets. But we've had some pretty amazing people, and tonight we're going to be recognizing them. And so my first slide is Clint PAULSON. Who's speaking for Clint PAULSON? Do I have a person?
Yeah, that would be me.
Okay, great. Do you want to go ahead and start introducing our very special person award?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and just read the what I had submitted. First, I want to just congratulate all the honorary service award recipients. I think it's an amazing job that they do. And also, Mr. Jackson, I'd like to kind of mirror what you've said. This has been a hard time, and I think a lot of these volunteers deserve a lot of recognition for what they do for the kids. So let me go ahead and just quickly read this off here. Clint PAULSON is the regional commissioner for AYSO Region 14 West Torrance, and I nominate him for the 2022 Honorary Service Award. He is deserving of this recognition for the significant contributions he and his family have made to the mental and physical well-being of hundreds of children, students, and their families in the South Bay during this pandemic, many of whom are students in Bert Lynn, like my daughter. Clint has successfully organized and managed the ASO Region 14 West Torrance for the past 2 seasons. Under the cloud of uncertainty and worry, he managed to be flexible and adapt to the constant changes to provide a haven for students 6 to 18 years old to exercise and relieve the stress of being cooped up indoors. This past season, he managed a region of more than 70 soccer teams. It's about 1,000 participants. Every weekend in the fall, if you were at one of the field locations, you would see boys and girls playing soccer, running around, scoring goals, and having fun. I've known Clint for about 5 years. If you know him, you know he has a passion for his family, soccer, and Star Wars. It is amazing to see how much effort he puts into soccer. When I first met him, he was a volunteer soccer coach for his children's team. He would even volunteer as a coach for teams that his children weren't on. His lovely wife and amazing 4 children make up a family full of joy and heart. You can usually see them on the soccer field. If you don't see them together, then most likely one of them is volunteering as a referee at another game. If you see a soccer team named Rebels with the Star Wars Rebels banner, Clint and his family are there. Clint has given my daughter the opportunity to run around and be active and help her to interact with friends physically these past 2 years. As the ASO Regional 14 West Torrance Regional Commissioner, he volunteered his time and worked tirelessly to create a great environment for the kids. On behalf of my daughter, her soccer teammates from Bert Lynn, and all the other ASO players, I would like to thank Clint PAULSON and his family. The 2022 Honorary Service Award compliments him and his work. I strongly recommend him for this nomination. Thank you for your.
Thank you so very much, and it's very well deserved. And you know, this coordinating anything right now is just a real challenge with so many unknowns. So a big congratulations. So give them applause. If we were in a room, we would be hearing that across the room. So thank you so very much.
Thank you.
All right, and we're going to go to the next. Assuming, like I said, multitasking here, and go to the next one. And for Kate Brewer, who's presenting?
That would be me. So,
all right.
Like John, this is Vivienne Kimmel. Kudos to Clint. Addie was on Clint's team, so I totally second Clint PAULSON. But this is what I wrote for my letter for Kate. Is there something happening at Bert Lynn Middle School? Chances are Kate Brewer is involved. Kate has been involved in the Bert Lynn Middle School PTSA and Bert Lynn music course since arriving with her daughter Amber in 2019. From taking on Popcornopolis and Reflections the first year to being second VP on her final year here. Kate has managed the reflections in art every year and has seen some rapid changes in the process. In the beginning, everything was handed in, logistics of keeping things safe and unbroken while facilitating an art show for judging, to the pivot of everything being online and not in person was masterfully handed in Kate's capable hands. Popcornopolis is the biggest fundraiser for Bert Music, for the music program, and Kate took it on with enthusiasm. After a successful fundraising event in 2019, Kate had some ideas for smooth running in 2020. Unfortunately, due to COVID-19, there was no Popcornopolis as there were no events to support. With kids being back in 2021, it was back. Membership, direct donation, and scholarship for PTSA, and reflection nights for both the music program and PTSA were handled by Kate as well, particularly difficult during the last 2 COVID years. If Kate is not chairing an event, no doubt she is helping out. From the honor roll parties like we had today, to prepping and helping with the 8th grade dances when we had them, Kate was there. She also served as financial secretary for both boards. I hear she is finding help for the 8th grade promotion when she found out that the current chair will be recovering from surgery. Outside of school, Kate is also a go-getter. She's volunteered with the local Girl Scout troop since Amber was in kindergarten at Roselle. This year, chairing many of the SALS events. Get ready, Girl Scout cookie season is soon upon us. What a nightmare that has turned out to be. At any rate, every year here at Bert Lynn, Kate has been in the thick of all events. Every event that she is involved in, Kate is seeking ways to improve the process and ease the handoff to the next wave of PTSA members. I can think of no better person to recommend for an honorary service award than Kate Brewer. Congrats, Kate.
Sorry about that. Thank you. I appreciate it. Everybody, a big round of applause for the few people that can be seen here. Again, a great honorary services award, and thank you. Kate's frequently on our campus and a super, super helpful person and helps a bunch of people get online tonight. So very appreciative of that. So thank you so very much. Very well deserved. Next, we have Vivienne Kimmel, who's presenting.
That's me.
All right.
I just wanted to say thank you to all the winners, because they've all had positive impacts on my kids' experience at Bert Lynn. Clint coached both my girls, and so it's very deserving. So anyways, thank you, everyone. I was asked to write a bio and read for Vivienne Kimmel. So here's my bio that I wrote. Bert Lynn PTSA is proud to present Vivienne Kimmel with the Honorary Service Award. Currently, Vivienne serves as school parliamentarian. She previously worked for 2 years as newsletter chair, also working on disaster prep for her first year on the board. Vivienne consistently attends monthly board meetings, providing thoughtful suggestions and ideas, and is ready to lend a hand, such as helping with honor roll parties and winter dance. Recently, she has served on both the HSA and 8th grade promotion committees. Vivienne has also served on the Bert Lynn Music Corps Association for the past 3 years, with 2 years as band rep, and is currently the recording secretary. She is very excited to be able to soon chaperone for her daughter Addie's first band competition this spring. Vivienne has spent countless hours working in various fundraising roles as well, such as direct donation and Popcornopolis. Vivienne was born and raised in Queensland, Australia, moving to Torrance area where she pursued an associate's degree in nursing at El Camino. She's worked for the last 32 years in some capacity at Torrance Memorial. And she also enjoys her dog Baxter and riding her horse Aggie. And, you know, I know Bert Lynn's really going to miss Vivienne there helping out and doing all that she can. So anyways, thank you, Vivienne, for everything you've done.
Thanks. Thank you.
Big round of applause. Again, just an amazing person, helps us in our campus, and we're so very thankful to have her helping us with all that we do here. And so with that, we'll go to my next slide. Nicole Kruger, who's speaking for Nicole Kruger.
I am Stacy Bach.
All right, I'm going to mute and I'm going to let you speak. Go ahead.
Okay, so I am actually reading something that Mrs. Banham wrote, but she could not be here to do this, so I am honored to do it for her, as I love Mrs. Kruger. Bert Lynn Middle School is proud to have Counselor Nicole Kruger as an integral part of our campus. Students know that they can always find a warm ear to talk to when they seek out Mrs. Kruger's strong guidance. She reaches out to any and all students to make sure that they're having a good day or checks in on them to make sure that they aren't struggling. Mrs. Kruger dedicates many extra hours each week beyond her regular duties to provide services to enhance the lives of our students. She is constantly looking for ways to create opportunities to help with social emotional needs of our students. When in-person learning resumed in the 2021 school year, she was integral in starting an after-school crochet club. And in just 4 weeks, that club crocheted a blanket that was donated to Project Hope. Recently, she has started a Yana Club, which stands for You Are Not Alone, that reaches out to students who are often seen alone on campus. She also runs the Agricultural Club, which is dedicated to keeping our campus looking great. Mrs. Kruger goes above and beyond to strengthen the lives of anyone and everyone on campus, and she more than deserves this honorary service award. And I just want to add, as a parent of a student who reaches out to Mrs. Kruger daily, she helps every one of these kids get through this crazy time during this crazy pandemic. So I know that myself and my child and her friends are forever grateful to Mrs. Kruger.
Thank you so very much, and a big round of applause. We're so very thankful for Mrs. Kruger and all that she does for our students. This has been one of those trying years, and one of the most important people we have on our campus are our support staff who are helping students through some adjustments, if you will. Having been at home for such a long time and coming back to school with a lot of people after being sheltered, if you will, in a house and stuff like that, we've been dealing with anxiety and some other things. Even during I'd say our distance learning area, we still had students that were in need, and she had to come up with creative ways of meeting with those students, and she did an awesome job with it. So very, very flexible and creative in what she does. The knitting is pretty gosh darn awesome, and our Yana Club is amazing. And so she's doing some great things where, you know, this school does not look like it once did. And a lot of what she's doing helps to make our school a better place. So again, thank you so very much, and a very well deserved round of applause. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, next I'm going to click. There you go. Deanna GABAUER, who's presenting?
I am.
All right, I'll mute myself.
Okay, so Bert Lynn Middle School is proud to present Deanna GABAUER with the Continued Service Award for her commitment to Bert Lynn, Towers Elementary, and West High School. Deanna is mom to Gigi GABAUER, who is currently a sophomore at West High, and Sasha GABAUER, who is an 8th grader at Bert Lynn. Deanna's commitment to help and lead in many aspects of the PTSA has made her a vital part of all 3 schools' PTSAs. Deanna is always helping with school celebrations, from honor roll parties for the students to teacher appreciation lunches. Deanna also serves on the music board at Bert Lynn and has been a music liaison and VP and is the current president. Deanna can also be found at West High on their board, currently as historian, or supporting the West High Entertainment Unit Parent Association, WUPA. But Deanna's service does not stop there. She has chaired the Honorary Service Awards and took on the momentous task of chairing the Winter Formal Dance. Deanna is also a big part of her daughter's sports teams and extracurricular activities. Deanna is a vital member of her church and really enjoys being very active. Deanna's numerous board and chair positions and willingness to not only step up and lead in daunting leadership roles, but just volunteering when she can is appreciated and makes her an excellent candidate for the Continued Service Award. Congratulations, Deanna.
I'm going to let Mr. Sanders jump back in here. Yeah, all right, let's try that again.
Thank you for your patience. All right, I don't know where I got cut off there. I wasn't too far into it. For over 23 years, Lincoln Marx was an integral member of the Bert Lynn learning community. Lincoln quickly distinguished himself as a teacher who repeatedly went beyond the call of duty in his work to engage learners in his 7th grade English classes. Students loved him for his wit and were grateful for the wisdom he imparted in his lessons. As former Lynn Leopards themselves attest, Mr. Marx was the kind of teacher kids remember for the rest of their lives. He volunteered his time to serve on numerous committees and councils, was active in spearheading the annual Renaissance Days that Lynn Middle School enjoyed for decades, and led a popular after-school club for aspiring magicians. The real magic of Marx the Magnificent, however, was his keen ability to help kids see the significance of all they were learning and daily apply the stuff of language arts to their own lives. His enthusiasm for literature and composition was contagious, and many a growing reader and developing writer have Mr. Marx to thank not only for their success in English, but for inspiring in them a love for the written word as well as a desire to be a lifelong learner. For many years, the following quote by newspaper publisher Horace Greeley hung in Mr. Marx's classroom: "Fame is a vapor, popularity an accident, riches take wings, only one thing endures, and that is character." It is precisely because of the character of Lincoln Marx that students and fellow teachers will never forget him. His kindness, patience, and generosity, his acceptance and support of people, even those with whom he disagreed, forever set him apart. His students could tell you that one of Mr. Marx's favorite scenes in Ray Bradbury's classic dystopian novel, Fahrenheit 451, was when one character tells another, "I don't talk things, I talk the meaning of things. I sit here and know I'm alive." It was because of Lincoln's passion for teaching, because he was ever a positive influence in the lives of his kids, that hundreds and hundreds of Lynn students came alive to the wonders of learning. And so the California State PTA is conferring upon him the Golden Oak Service Award. Let me read what it says. Whereas California's most prestigious PTA award is given to an individual or organization that has made significant contributions to the welfare of children and youth in a school or community, and whereas the awards may be given only by unit, council, or district PTAs or the California State PTA, and whereas the Honorary Service Award Program is the funding source of the scholarship and grant program, therefore be it resolved by the California Congress of Parents, Teachers, and Students to herewith confer the distinction of the Golden Oak Service Award in recognition of outstanding service to children and youth upon Lincoln Marx, Bert M. Lynn Middle School, PTSA, February of 2022. And it's signed by California State PTA President Carol Green. And as a dear friend, as one of Lincoln was one of my dear friends, and as a colleague and friend of his, I can say without hesitation that Lincoln is somebody who will be remembered forever on this campus, and I'm honored to be able to recognize him like this evening. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. Well, that concludes this evening's PTSA Honor Awards ceremony. And I'll clean this up in the post-editing room, and it will be smooth as butter. And I thank you all for coming out this evening, and we'll see you next year. And congratulations to all of those winners and everybody that's helped us contribute to this program this evening. Thank you. Bye-bye.